camera angle is very different today. I just noticed that. It's very tilted. It's Friday. There's a new video finally. Remember that filler video I said was gonna get shot last week? When have I ever kept my promises to you people? This week has been an eventful week in the world of professional wrestling, and that's because Bray Wyatt, the leader of the Wyatt family that doesn't exist anymore, became WWE champion. And all of a sudden, because he became WWE champion, all these smarks out here have to act like they've loved him and everything he's done, and he truly deserves this moment. Bray Wyatt? Bray Wyatt deserves this moment. Really? Really? Is this the point we've come to? Because the equivalent of Bray Wyatt winning the WWE Championship would be like Jamie Noble winning the WWE Championship. I mean, this is not even me being like a jokeful. This is so serious. Bray Wyatt, for the past 3 years, ever since losing John Cena at WrestleMania, has been a jobber. He has been nothing but a jobber. He lost to John Cena at WrestleMania. That was the beginning of all this. He beat Chris Jericho. Okay, cool. Everybody beats Chris Jericho. That's why Chris Jericho's there. He's there to put people over. But if you think about it, who truly has gotten over because of Chris Jericho? Did Fandango get over because of Chris Jericho? No. So, honestly, Chris Jericho's just there for himself. And he may claim he's putting people over, but he's not putting anybody over. He's just there to be there. Did he put Dolph Ziggler over? No, he didn't. Chris Jericho's just there to be there. And then Bray Wyatt went into a feud with Roman Reigns, which he decisively lost. He also had a feud with the ECW guys, if you remember. That was like Rhino in them. Not right. Oh yeah, he beat those guys. With his whole family. He beat 4 50-year-olds in a tables match. Amazing. Really shows how strong you are. And then they lost the Wyatt family. They lost the Big Show, Ryback, and Kane. Wow. And then Bray Wyatt at No Mercy. Not No Mercy. It was the pay-per-view before that. Whatever the pay-per-view before No Mercy was. He was supposed to fight Randy Orton, but Randy Orton got hurt. So he had to fight Kane instead, and Kane won. Do you realize the problem here? The problem is, you people think that Bray Wyatt is a deserving champion. But storyline-wise, and looking at the facts, he's not deserving. So why is he deserving? Is he deserving because he came from NXT? Is he deserving because he was part of the Nexus and he used to be Husky Harris? Remember when Bray Wyatt used to be Husky Harris? Literally nobody gave a fuck about him. Now all of a sudden he's Bray Wyatt and he holds a lamp and he talks poems that you don't understand. I'm the eater of worlds now. I'm going to eat the world and I'm going to take over with the darkness inside of me. Does that make him a legit threat now? No, it just means he's a fucking dumbass. Literally, Bray Wyatt debuted 4 years ago and we still don't know what his agenda is. Every time he comes out, they just say, well, this man's twisted. This man, we don't know what he's thinking. I wish we did know what he was thinking, because then I would actually have a fucking reason to care about him. But no, instead, we don't have a fucking reason to care about him, because ever since he debuted, they never gave us a reason. And he never gave us a reason ever. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Fucking haunted monsters coming to my fucking house.
Elise, open the door.
No, fuck you. And there's haunted Wyatt members outside of my door. That's how fucking scary this is. See, it's so scary. What?
Your channel is shit.
Yeah, it is pretty shit, actually. Do you need something?
Yeah.
What?
Take me to school.
You fucking gonna fail anyway. Get the fuck out of here. So, it'd be so believable if he was scary, but the fact is, he's not, because he's lost to everybody. And he still does not have an agenda or reason for doing all this. You remember when he fought fucking Dean Ambrose? He was like, oh, Dean Ambrose, you're just like your father. You're going to go to prison. Except there was no backstory behind Dean Ambrose or his father. So why did that get established? And how does Bray Wyatt know this? Does he stalk Dean Ambrose? Does he smuggle like hot dogs with him in the bathroom? I would like to know how Bray Wyatt knows this about Dean Ambrose. Except we don't know. Instead what they tell us is, oh, he's scary. How is he scary? Bray Wyatt, oh my god. This is another annoying point. Bray Wyatt's not scary. He's just fat and he's a neckbeard. He's a smark. Bray Wyatt is the actual definition of a smark. He's one of those guys who goes to those shows, he's got a beard growing past his neck, and he's fucking fat as shit, and he's gonna root for the indie guys. That's who Bray Wyatt is. Bray Wyatt's not gonna be anything more than that because it's Bray fucking Wyatt. And if you think Bray Wyatt's more than that, you're fucking delusional. You think this guy is actually big enough to be WWE champion. Except the fact is, he's just a fucking more retarded version of Kevin Owens. How the fuck does that make him a legit champion? He's been a jobber. That doesn't even help the fact. He's a fucking jobber. Do you understand that? He's lost every match. Do you want to know his WrestleMania track record? 30, he lost to John Cena. 31, he lost to The Undertaker. 32, he was a jobber. He wasn't even booked for the show. They had him involved in a segment with The Rock so The Rock could squash his entire family. What does that say about him? That doesn't mean, oh, WWE champion. It means, wow, you fucking suck so badly that we can't book you for WrestleMania. We just gotta book you in an angle where The Rock kills all of you. Even though The Rock is fucking 60 years old at this point. Don't get me the wrong. The Rock is probably the most entertaining person to ever step foot into a WWE ring. But Bray Wyatt, you were supposed to be building him up to be the super scary guy who can beat everybody, and he's jobbing at WrestleMania to The Rock. What does that say? It means he's a terrible champion. And it's not even like he's a good wrestler, because he's not a good wrestler. He's a terrible wrestler. He's fucking lazy as shit. He's slow. Every one of his matches is him beating up the opponent for 20 million hours, and then someone makes a comeback. That's every single Bray Wyatt fucking match ever. Does that excite you? Does it excite you to watch a man on top of another man pounding them for 20 straight minutes until that man hits one move out of nowhere and wins? Does that excite you? Bray Wyatt's such a terrible wrestler. And those people that say he's good, they can't even explain why he's good. You can ask, why is he a good wrestler? And they'll say, work rate. He knows how to tell a story. Every wrestler should have work rate. Every wrestler should be able to tell a story. That's why they're fucking wrestlers. This is an entertainment company. And Bray Wyatt, he has no character. Instead, he's just scary. Except, you don't know what's scary about him because there's nothing contributed to the fucking story of why he's scary. Is he scary because he fucking reeks of fucking... Probably smells like garbage. You look at him. He probably smells like the shits I take. Is that why people are scared of him? Because when he walks by, people like fucking cover their nose because he fucking reeks? Is that why people were scared of him? Why are people scared of Bray Wyatt? And furthermore, they try to treat his stable like a serious threat. They try to treat the Wyatt family seriously. Where has the Wyatt family gone? Fucking Eric Rowan was stalking Renee Young a couple months ago, and now all of a sudden he's just gone now. And Luke Harper's supposed to be a face now, but he's getting booed against Randy Orton, who's a heel. Braun Strowman? He's gonna fucking lose to Roman Reigns, and then he's gonna lose at WrestleMania. Unless he wins the Andre the Giant, but it doesn't matter. Because who has ever benefited from winning that? Ever. Nobody has. So basically, his whole family is a joke, and Bray Wyatt's a joke. And they're even a bigger joke because they have gotten back together more times than I have fucking failed classes. It's ridiculous at this point. There's no reason why they should be putting the Wyatts back together because after the Shield feud, there was nothing left for them. Nothing to do. They were just side characters, just there. And they all have the same gimmick. They're all fucking swamp men who come out of the fucking woods to fucking haunt you. Amazing. I would love for there to be some character differentiation here. Oh, I think that's going to end the video because I don't know what else to talk about Bray Wyatt. I don't even know what time we're at though, so I'm just going to give you guys some updates. Next week, there's nothing going on. Next week may be a TNA week. Because next week, Braxton Sutter and Laura Van Ness are getting married, and that is the best storyline going in wrestling right now. I don't care what you say. Everything else sucks so badly that Braxton Sutter and Laura Van Ness have the best storyline right now with this wedding shit. Everybody's playing their characters perfectly, and everybody knows exactly what to do. It's perfectly written. It makes sense. There's nothing wrong with it, and people that think there's something wrong with it are fucking retards. Next to, of course, the Hardy's Expedition of Gold, which is also a pretty amazing thing. Which we may actually do a reaction video to one day, but I'm not sure because those ones are really short clips. So, who knows? We'll see how that goes. I'm wearing a fedora today, too. Why am I wearing a fedora? Because I'm Bray Wyatt, and I'm scary. You don't know why I'm scary, but I'm champion now, so you better appreciate me. I guess I could also talk about that for a minute. What? I mean, you're happy that Bray Wyatt's champion. You're like, He deserves it. He deserves it. Do you realize what's gonna happen at WrestleMania? Randy Orton's gonna beat him anyway, and he's gonna become champion. And you may say, no, Bray Wyatt's gonna be put over by Randy Orton. No. Do you know why Randy Orton won the Rumble? It's because they're building him up again. They're building him up to be a top star because they realized they fucking failed with him by putting him in the Wyatt family. Because nobody cares about him anymore after putting him in the Wyatts. So they got to build him back up. That's why they had him win the Rumble. That's why he eliminated Reigns to get the face reaction. Because they want people cheering Randy Orton again. So at WrestleMania, Randy Orton's going to beat Bray Wyatt for the championship, and this is going to mean nothing. Then what are you going to say? Are you going to say, oh, well, Randy Orton deserves it? No, you're going to bitch and complain because your fucking fat-ass champion couldn't stay champion. You're fucking useless. You fucking smarks out there think you know everything about wrestling. You don't know shit. Bray Wyatt is dead. Face it, he's dead. There's nothing left of Bray Wyatt. He's scared.